All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Akak Kodash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Stone. Shalom to the elect pushing his word in truth and in sincerity, with the hope of receiving mercy of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father. Yahweh Shai is the name of his only begotten Son. We so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the Israelites according to the prophecies that are written in the scriptures. I want to make it known that the RFID microchip is the charagma written about in Revelation 13 verse 16 on down, which is the MOTB. The miracle drug is a precursor to the MOTB. Yahweh Shai, whom Doel ignorantly called Jesus, is about to make his return upon the earth to deliver his elect and to pour out judgment, as it is written. So I want to jump straight into this lesson dealing with the technological device that is going to use to tie everyone to the system, and that's the mark written about in Revelation 13. So this is 2 Esdras 9 verse 20. So I consider the world, and behold, there was peril because of the devices that were come into it. The devices, meaning you have various devices. And when you look up that word device, you go back to any mechanical metaphor, just for edification purposes, we'll just go for it. Alright, this is device. A thing made or adapted for a particular purpose, especially a piece of mechanical or electronic equipment. So when I read verse 2, it's a plan, a method, a trick with a particular aim. And the inhabitants of the earth is being tricked and bamboozled with the system. But they don't understand how this are going to affect them whole life, You see me? How them are going to be enslaved to this whole system, with the state being control of every part of your life, when this device is being implemented right around the world, because we're just in that starting stages. So they must sensitize people with these information that they're putting out. So as you just hear me say, a plan, a method, or a trick with a particular aim. And them have the things them and the way them go about doing this thing, Them have a method to it, to this madness, You see me? In which them are gonna cause it people to follow after this system, Them are gonna them are gonna make living conditions so terrible, in which people are gonna willingly give over them freedom to be part of this system. So I wanna run this clip and show you what's going on in the world.
Hello, you're listening to Hugo Talk. So here we have again this character, this entity called Elon Musk. Now, if you are a regular listener, you will know that I believe Elon Musk to be a front man, a mascot, a puppet for the establishment. Whatever he fronts is probably the establishment putting their plans into place using technology such as the automation of jobs by the use of robots or a 5G satellite network to spy on everyone, or the establishment taking over a social media site. If it was put it this way, if it was a combination of the United Nations and the World Economic Forum and the EU that took over one of the biggest social media sites, people would leave it in their droves. But instead, what we see is what I feel is a manufactured character for the media, who is framed as some sort of Tony Stark Marvel character and then try and frame them as some kind of hero of free speech to disguise these organisations are being run by the establishment. Using a mascot such as Musk makes people not to be so alarmed. Plus, they can always blame things on this individual if things go wrong and move on with their plans using somebody or something else. So when I say Elon in this video, think the establishment when I say his name, because that's what it is in my opinion. As if someone would be allowed to become this rich and powerful and be independent of the authorities. Musk was even one of those world economic young global leaders, amongst many other things. Just check out my old videos about him. Go to hugotalks.com and type in Elon Musk in the search bar at the top of the site to find all of the videos I've done on him. One recent one was about why he and the establishment are acquiring Twitter, because they want to change it into the X app, which is a version of the Chinese WeChat social credit score all-in-one monitoring spy app that they use in China. Whether they change it into that or destroy Twitter and then herd people into a new one, I don't know. One or the other. I mean, he even admits to it in this clip.
I mean, we don't even have an app that's as good as WeChat in China. Like in China, you can live on WeChat, basically. It's like, everyone's like did it. Like you live on WeChat, you do payments, you do everything. It's like, it's great. Basically, WeChat's kick ass, and we don't have anything like WeChat outside of China. So I was like, my idea would be like, how about if we just copy WeChat? Hey, copy that. Copies WeChat. Yeah, pretty much.
So there you go, buy a company and then create a counterfeit copy of someone else's idea. This is the Elon Musk strategy. All of the companies he has been involved with existed or were already created and were successful in their own right before he came along to invest and buy them. The establishment doesn't like independent businesses and they like to take them over when they get too big. Anyway, this video is about this headline here from yesterday. One of the beast system's plans for the future. Elon Musk confident Neuralink brain chips will cure blindness and restore mobility as he aims for human trials in 6 months. He says it's like replacing a piece of skull with a smartwatch. Now you notice in this how we see yet another piece of invasive.
Wait, is that a miracle? Does that sound like a miracle? What? Let's read this one more time. It says, Elon Musk confident Neuralink brain chips will cure blindness and restore mobility as the aims for human trials in 6 months. It's like replacing a piece of the skull with a smart watch. Yeah? That I don't believe. So let's go to the scriptures, yo. So as the scripture does say, great pearls, because of the devices, were coming to the world. That's why the scripture tell you in Ephesians 6, verse 10 on down. So you're supposed to arm yourself. You see me? With the whole armor of God. Because without the armor of God, you're not going to be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. You're going to be ignorant of the devil's devices. And you're going to go along with the system just to get along. Because you're ignorant of what's really going on. So I want to go to the meat of the matter. This is Revelation. This is Revelation 13. I want to start up at around. I'm going to start at verse 14. And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live. And that beast represent the rebirth of the Roman empire, yo, which is America, the NATO, the EU. And these are some of the miracles being declared before the face of the inhabitants of the earth. I tell them that this is what this device can bring to humanity, yo. You can walk back again if you're lame. Is mobility to various parts of the bodies. Is you be able to see again, hear again. Is all these things are miracles, yo. When Yahushua was walking the earth, what was some of the things he was doing? That's exactly how Esau is coming, yo. Like he's here to save people. But that's all part of the deception. That's why the scripture have said, yo, let Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices, yo. Verse 15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, which the image of the beast represents the system that is being implemented right now, right around the world before your eyes. You see a small piece of it while they are in this whole pandemic, when them push mass, job, right around the world, telling people that them are gonna lose them job if they don't do this. That's how the chip is gonna be pushed and on a whole different level. That's why the scripture go on to say that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. Enough people now see the scriptures literally speaking, yo. The prophets been declaring these times, yo. And now we're in such a time in which Habakkuk said the vision is for an appointed time, yo. That's why we're supposed to be sober. We're supposed to be watching, yo. That's why it is written in Romans 13 verse 11 say, and that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, yo. Because you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans you are asleep. You're not seeing what's going on right before your eyes, yo. This mass deception taking place, yo. So the scripture tell you where this mark is going to be implemented, yo, where it's going to be put. Let's read it once more. It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. Nobody is exempt, yo. Like, what do you want to know? People are right up say exemption because of this and because of that and because of this. Amen. When the times to come, you're not going to have no exemption for this chip, which is the MOTB, whether you believe it, yes or no, because it's going to be evident, yo. Our job is to just declare it, whether you want to believe it, yes or no, because this is for the elect, yo. Verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell, and this is how it's going to be tied to the system, yo. That's why I see them are bringing everything, what them call them, smart, yo. Smart meter, TV, you see me? Your washing machine, everything, man. Going back to the Internet of Things, going back to the blockchain technology that is going to run this whole grid, yo. You see me? These whole smart cities where they want to develop, because you're heading into a time of great surveillance, yo. Mass surveillance. So without you being part of the system, you're not going to be able to buy nor sell. Just imagine that. Just wrap your brain around that for a while, yo. What kind of system is that they cannot buy nor sell without this mark, yo? This charagma. save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Those that worship and trust the beast, you see me, walking around with a chip within their hand or within their forehead. You see me, confident in this system, You're gonna die with this system, as it is written in Revelation 14, verse 9. Let me get to that. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And this is the judgment for all those that have been deceived and fall for this whole trick. This is the judgment that's coming, Brimstone is coming. And these brimstones coming in the form of ICBMs, carrying multiple nuclear warheads. So I hope this is edifying. Whether I want to say Kalalal, Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham Aka Kodesh, Shalom.